Morning, guys. We're at, I'm down here in the field. One of my last, I believe it was the last short video. I had showed you a 5-foot finish mower I bought. And this is what, you can tell the difference right up through here. And then this is how thick it is. Okay, and I had to mow to get it down to what you see in here. And you can tell where I did it. I done quite a bit. I had to make 4 passes with that finish mower to mow this field, this small field, but field. And then over in there on the other side of the briar patch where I keep my firewood over here, it's actually taller and thicker over there. So, and I made some passes all the way around this field. It's probably, if I was guessing, 2.5 acres possibly, total, maybe. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I did and what's going on. I didn't really take any video of it because it's so loud. But I wanted to show you what I did and how that the finish mower did a good job, but I had to make so many passes to get it down. Now, with me saying that, I think if I mowed it often enough, I wouldn't have to make that many passes. However, what I did is I actually figured out by just this little bit of mowing, I figured out that this is probably going to not be what I'm really looking for. What I'd really like to have tried is a flail mower. But what I ended up doing is I ended up putting that finish mower on Marketplace, our local Marketplace, and I ended up trading that, and I got some cash difference for this 5-foot Lampride RCR1860. It's a little bit more heavier duty. It's used and it's been painted and it's a little bit beat up, but overall it's in pretty good shape. It is 5 foot, not 4 foot. I debated on whether that was a little big for this 26 horse, but I've talked to my Kubota dealer, and he said light use, I should be all right. If I have to, just take smaller amount of grass at a time. And then, of course, once I do mow it once and I keep it down 3 or 4 times a year, it won't be this tall or this thick again anyway. So it'll, in the long run, I think it'll work out, because if I got a 4 foot, it'd probably take me 3 hours to mow this, and it's probably still going to take me probably almost 2 to mow it with a 5 foot. But anyway, this is where I'm at right now. I'm going to try this out. And it just rained last night about 1/4 inch, so it won't be so dusty and stuff because it's so hard on my allergies. So anyway, this is where I'm at right now. I'm going to give it a shot and we'll see how she does. Okay guys, this is the finished product after mowing with the 5-foot Land Pride 1860. I believe it's RCR1860, I believe is what they are. Anyway, you can see, and you can see in the video too, how thick most of this was. Some of it wasn't too bad. Now I'm just gonna be flat down honest with you guys. Going down, if you can't hardly tell the grade, but it's actually kind of steep. Going down through there wasn't even noticeable. But when coming up through here, I did have to slow down, and a couple places it was so thick I even had to take, you know, like I was more like with a 4-foot or something. I just kind of slid over a little bit and took less. So that 5-foot, if you've got real hilly ground, that 5-foot is plenty for the B2601 Kubota. But honestly, on flat ground and pretty well level, which I don't have much of right here, but when I was going across, wasn't bad at all. Wasn't bad at all. And you can see the big brush pile I got, and this here's some firewood that needs to be cut and split yet, now that I'm through the shoulder surgery deal. And here's the rest of the other side of the field. And this here, you'll see it in the last part of the video, where you'll see in the last part of the video right through here, this area right here was, I mean, it was, I wouldn't doubt it wasn't 6 foot tall. It was way taller than the tractor. So, you know, all I did was just slow way down. Of course, I was in low range. Kubota B2601's got high, low, and medium. And when you're mowing with that 5-foot bush hog, I mowed in low gear in low range the whole time. So, anyway, I wanted to touch base back with you, and the hour meter on the tractor, I had to stop once and use the utilities. But after that, the hour meter on the tractor, it took me right at 3 hours to do this. So that tells you how long it takes to hog that much. And like I said, I don't know exactly, but it's somewhere around 2.5 acres or so. But again, this is all hill. So, all right. All right, I'm back up here at the tractor. I like blowing them off when I get done so they're not so messy. And I'm well satisfied with the hog. Like I said, it's probably plenty for that, but from now on, I'll mow it a little. This was the first time I mowed that this season. So if I keep it mowed 3 times a year, maybe 4, it won't be near that thick. So I think from here on out, it'll be fine. But it was really thick this time. And you'll see in the video, just watch the videos. We'll include it. I probably got 6 minutes or better of mowing, but coming back up the hill, you can see where I had the grass about somewhere right in here, just on the inside of my track. So I was mowing, you know, about 8 to 12 inches less, because it was so thick. So anyway, this is Jeff with Hodgepodge Hooters. Bye for now.